What is going on? I'm zmot. We are going to be doing two different tech trees today just to show you that not only is A working, but also B. So this is one that I did not show you yesterday. It is sitting at rank 16, and if we check the percentages, we are at a 73% win rate, which is pretty good. It was at like 90 because I started this account at rank 1 this season. Definitely took a lot more attacks to get into gold, but just wanted to show you that gold is possible using warriors as well. I've got warriors and no mines, and we are actually using the artillery still, which I don't think many people are. Lots of you have switched to shocks. Also, I do have that troop health, which is helping me to some extent. People are fizzling. I'm getting some fast times, and it's just pretty straightforward. All I'm doing is sending a bunch of warriors towards that left side, and then once they get a move on, I'm sending some more towards that other side, and then of course using our artillery and our explosive drones and our smoke, and then just trying to keep ahead of things. So not super duper sexy or amazing, but it's working, and it's working fairly all right. And a 3-minute 4 is another example where just trying to get my warriors to get going in a direction, and then once they get moving, we get a halfway decent split, and I'm just trying to get all of my warriors and my GBE sort of sorted, and then barely pulling off some attacks. So that is warriors, and you can see here that I am a little bit behind as far as keys go. I should be able to get into 5 if I want to with warriors, which then deployable turret is probably the play with warriors. I know a bunch of you have gotten into diamond even. So if we look at that top global leaderboard, it has shifted a ton overnight. People jumping into diamond. And if we look, for example, at Mr. Pietrek, you have to assume, yeah, shock launchers and machine guns. There's also people up there with critter launchers. Like, there are all sorts of things going on at the top, and machine guns, critter launchers, doom cannons. There's lots and lots of things going on. Lots of people also using mega scorchers. And this is the other account. We have made it into 18, doing fairly okay. You can see I had a little bit of a negative streak down there, but I moved some mines around, and how I made 18 is by doing a completely unconventional approach. So I went and got turrets with grenadiers, and people said it's not going to work, and it kind of works. So we got grenadiers, then we got machine guns, and I built this base. If we have a look somewhere in the top of the task force, right about there, Mr. Space a Donkey took that base, made a couple tweaks, added a couple things, and away we go. I think it was this base that I copied anyways. Maybe Space Donkey just abandoned this base, because I think that this base was one. I think Space Donkey actually changed to, where are you? Night Wada's base maybe, which I used and then switched off of. So maybe you need shock launchers for that base. I don't know, but I got both the mines, I got machine guns, and people are fizzling sometimes and then going fairly quick other times, so it's a bit of a hit and miss. I'll show you what I've been doing as far as attacks go, though, because if you're using the tech tree that I suggested yesterday, it is viable. It gets tough, though, because as soon as you start to go against bunkers, you need to keep an artillery in the bank. And so what I have done is I have now upgraded my flare to tick 3, which I have to admit I took way too long to do. Definitely should have done that way sooner than I did. And we're just going to send, 5 boats of Grens back there. And with turrets, use the corners to your advantage. I'll show you that in a second, but we're just watching. Our Grens are going to get going. We're using that active flare to get these guys out. That back section, that back bunker does not bother me in the slightest. We're going to get a turret there. That's going to distract both those bunkers. Also, spoiler alert, it's also going to shoot the Gren that pops out of the bunker a bunch of the times. There we go. We got 2 turrets back there. 2 turrets up, or 1 turret up the front, and you'll notice here that the Gren actually runs away from that turret, and it doesn't turn and shoot him in time, so the only real answer is to drop an artillery on top of the Grenadier. It is super important. I can't stress that enough. Make sure you keep one artillery for the troop that comes out of the bunker, or you're going to have a really, really bad time using those troops. Also wanted to point out a weird thing about turrets and bunkers. Turrets will actually target an engine room before targeting a bunker if the engine room is closer. So my assumption is that how targeting works on other buildings, if we zoom in, I assume Nightwada has, let's do some drawing, shall we? Nightwada does not have into diamond without bunkers. Tarek also into diamond without bunkers. So interesting detail. I know Commander J. Doom does have them though. So we're going to do some drawing, which apparently is a Mike Myers skit from Saturday Night Live. I do know how to say the word drawing. It's not a Canadian thing. So if we drop a turret right about here, it's going to first of all target this, the flamethrower, closest defense. Then it's going to target this, which is again closest defense, and then it's probably going to target the machine gun because the machine gun is still in its range. So if you're smart, you drop your turret more like here, that way it does not range the machine gun. But the important part here is that it's going to clear both the flamethrowers, and then it's going to shoot the engine room, which is contrary to every other boom beach mechanic. And I guess that's because the bunker itself doesn't shoot, so it's not seen as a defensive building. And so you can actually use that to your advantage and have it kill the flamethrowers and then kill the engine room. I always think about the ordering of my defenses and what they're going to target. You can also, to override that, if you want it to clear this flamethrower first, you drop one artillery on it because, as you all know, troops and turrets target the most damaged building in its range first, and then it goes by range. So if we drop, it's going to go 1, then 2, then 3, which is going to be really awkward and weird, and it took me a second to figure it out. But that is a turret, little bit of an advanced class on turrets. You probably know it, but I figured I'd let you know just in case. Anytime I see a base like this, I get very concerned because they're probably going to be very fast. And if you see a base with everything clumped over in this neighborhood, let's do one more quick drawing. If they have all their stuff there, you can blow it up from there and artillery this one. Anyways, maybe I'll find a replay of that one in a second, but for the moment, now let's get an active flare. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those guys are going to go towards that right, which is going to be fine. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then we're just going to hold a couple Grens here and maybe, just maybe, drop you over there. That should take care of that stuff. We're going to drop you guys over here. And I think that I just delayed my troops for literally no purpose. I think that that's going to do no good. This turret's going to take care of that left engine room. All of our troops are going to go, oh, we actually did okay. That's a bit of a surprise. I thought for sure that everything was going to go right, but got a little bit of luck there. So we're going to drop you in front to try to keep some of our friends alive. Our Grens from that right-hand side are probably going to shoot across, which is not going to be the worst thing in the world. And now we just need to wait a second or two for all of our stuff to happen. Some of these guys are looping back, which is terrible, but not hugely surprising. We actually get a little bit of assistance from that right-hand side, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Those Grens chucking across need to keep these guys alive as best we can using our friends, the explosive drones. And then more of them are going to loop back, which is going to be super, super frustrating. I don't know what else to do, though, because we've got buildings that troops are targeting. We're going to drop you there, which is going to be slow. I probably could have spaced it slightly further out so it only shot the engine room, but I also get a little bit nervous of throwing it too wide right, which means it's going to shoot nothing. So turrets are super duper great unless they're not actually shooting anything, and then they're super, super frustrating. I think this is my slowest time in weeks, and they had no defenses. I've been faster against bunkers and machine guns and all the rest. So we're going to be slow, we're going to lose, and I'm going to lose my win streak, which is going to be extra crappy. I will go hunting for one of those bases I was talking about. We have definitely left the dreamscape. They got 239, which is fairly quick. Could not find a replay, so we'll just do one more quick live hit. I probably have capped out as far as where I can get to at the second for rank. Rank 18 was definitely a bit of a... Oh, look at that! I found exactly what I was looking for. That is amazingly perfect. So we're just going to send all of these guys over on this right-hand side. Should be able to be fairly quick. Not super duper amazing, but we're going to be okay. Now, I need to throw all of my artillery on that back engine room because our troops can't reach that one across the gap, which is going to be frustrating if we let it be. So we're just going to keep dropping artillery. We're going to clear some of those mines in case we have to use one of our friends. And then going to use a flare. Because we don't have a split, we don't even have to go anywhere over there. We can just get all of these guys chucking. Some of them will go back, some of them will come forwards, and don't have to go... Like, look how many mines they have set up over there. Don't need to care about it at all. We're going to flare back into here. We're going to get a turret about there and hope that all of our Grens chuck and miss and all the rest of it. So that turret right there is hopefully going to be out of the range of the cannon. I'm going to keep dropping any damage I can on that back engine room, and then maybe, just maybe, we can get that puppy to blow up without having to go anywhere over there. I can't even believe how perfectly that worked. As far as I literally went through every single one of my replays to try and find that base, and then couldn't find it, and now here it is, and I didn't throw that explosive drone in time. Also, quick note, with explosive drones, do make sure you drop them behind or in front, in between your Grens and the engine room. I've already lost to Gritch. I don't know if he saw his name in my log, but getting a little bit of value here, pretty darn happy about this. And that's where he tried to find that perfect little corner, and our cannon is going to take that down. We are going to pick up the win. Gritch is going to have to do the long walk of shame. It's not even 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. Just running on through, trying to get onto that engine room. And we can end the video right there. I think Gritch must have just fallen out of my log. If you watch back a little bit earlier in the video, you probably saw his name there. A very, very strong player. Happy to pick up that win. But I just don't think that rank 19 is available for me at the second, partially because of the time commitment and partially because I think that either if I was to get troop health, maybe I could get 19. I just need to decide if I want to get shock launchers or critter launchers. And as you saw here at the top there, seems like maybe shock launchers are better from the join-a-done risk standpoint, but these guys are all using warriors and I'm not. And maybe that's how I stop warriors. I don't know. So I have a mixture of offense and defense. Turrets are definitely giving me some offense, helping my Grens, but machine guns are helping stop warriors. So that is where I'm at on day 2, rank 18, sitting number 7 on the global leaderboard behind some very good players. Commander J Doom just crushing all of us, but feeling pretty good about not in no scroll club yet, but doing all right. Anyways, that is all for me. Tech tree working, warriors working from rank 1. I will be back soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.